what do we got going on today?
Ooh, another day in the Cheezehole.
A lot of stuff going on today.
Yep.
Listening, but we've been getting some good feedback lately.
We have.
I got
really?
I got 3 brats for us to try. I just got them last night. 3 different varieties.
Okay.
We decided to cook them on a little bit warmer day. It's in the 30s today. The grill is outside. We're going to cook them next Tuesday. I have one original flavor, one macaroni cheese bacon flavor.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and one Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, man. Philly cheesesteak.
Yep.
I like that, too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Swenson's Smoked Meats of 3 Lakes, Wisconsin, which isn't even a real place. I just made up that name.
Well, he gave us something before, didn't he? That's the same guy?
He's been telling us he's going to give us something, he's been faking us out. But
Oh, I thought he gave us some sausage once.
I don't think he did.
I don't think yet.
Okay.
He's been telling us he's going to give us brats, and he gave us 3 brats last night.
Cool.
So
Very excited about that.
Yep. And then he's very adamant about they cannot be boiled first. They have to go right on the grill.
No, I would have told you the same thing.
Well,
I never boil brats.
You're snooty.
Nah.
I boil them. I'm a beer boiler first. But I'm going to listen to the directions of the meat maker.
Slow cook those suckers on the grill and just
Yeah.
let the juices in there do their thing.
Like Mom Fest.
Ooh, boy.
I'm going to pop right into $5 at the General.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah, I want to lead off the segment because last week was when I always rewatch the podcast because it bumps up our views. It makes me feel better about us.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I laughed. In hindsight, I laughed so hard at all the inappropriate toys you got for Eric's.
Yeah, I really like that. That was probably my
baby.
favorite $5
It
at the
was
General.
great.
He did take some of those things home. And
It was fantastic.
Not the cap gun though.
No, that's still here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
They're not as exciting today as
It's
last.
Well,
it's
don't
hard
let
to
us
live up
down.
to that. Yeah.
Don't let us down.
But this was
Wait, hold on. $5 at the General is
Yeah.
brought to you by RuggedGear.com. Rugged Gear sells coolers, gun cases, and
these really
other
cool hats.
outdoor sporting type stuff. We don't sell those hats, but that's okay. If you talk nice to us, we'll send you one.
Represent anyway.
RuggedGear.com.
Thank you, Rugged Gear, for the $5.06 this week.
Okay,
So
we're
right-
still under though, because you were
Yes,
at like
yep,
470
I'm
last
still a little
week.
under. Yep, right on the money. And this week is I'm not sure why. That's the theme with this.
Well, that's
why
kind of the
does
point.
the Dollar General have this stuff? And they were selling it. It was 40% off.
Nice.
It was all nautical themed.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm interested.
First, I have this little decorated.
Oh,
but
man.
the problem is it looks like a noose.
Oh my God!
Can I have that one?
What the
Yeah.
heck?
I would like that for my
So this
desk.
is
Inappropriate.
a boat anchor. This was $1.80 or something like that.
Well, see, it's a
the
noose.
noose anchor.
It's to go
Yep.
around your ankle if you had to drop someone in.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
That's an inappropriate anchor. Meant
I
for
like
the
it.
South Florida market.
And you
but
paid-
they send them to everywhere.
You paid $3 for this, but 40% off.
Yeah, it was $1.80.
Perfect.
$1.60 minus 3.
$1.80. Yep.
Really nice.
They had 3 of these, which is another anchor decor. This
Oh!
is an anchor with an E in it for Eric.
Eric,
They
yeah.
had it. They had an E and an R and an N, and that was it. So I got the E. See again.
We
things,
don't know any R's or N's, I guess.
Yep. Things you find at the General. This was 60 cents.
What a bargain.
Yep.
What a bargain.
So
That's made of like cardboard press board.
particle board.
Yeah, it's made of basically garbage.
And to complete the nautical theme, we have a fragrance diffuser. Take me to the sea.
We can use that.
Unfortunately, it smells like low tide.
Does it?
You
No,
smell tested it?
It says beach scented. So
Yeah.
it smells like the beach.
Cool.
Some beach somewhere.
It smells like dead snails. And
It's really nice. You did really good this week.
well, that can be put to good use. I know right where to put that.
And that was $2.40. So that's the theme this week.
I do feel like they must buy in bulk for every store and then ship it to every store. And even though Take Me to the Sea probably doesn't sell very well in northern Wisconsin, anywhere in Wisconsin, quite honestly.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Nice job at the General. We've talked past podcasts about that whole drug take back dealio.
Yes. Yeah.
They took back drugs again.
Well, they got the results from it, I think, is what they finished counting all the pills.
3 Lakes had a record take.
Oh, they did, huh?
Yeah, like I want to
Seriously?
say he told us like 81 pounds.
Really?
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. That's a lot of drugs.
That's the same thing we talked about last
just-
time.
I
It's
just
like
can't get over that,
can't
though.
wrap my head around how many
because
pills
like,
that
what
is.
does one little bottle of pills weigh?
Exactly,
Right.
ounces.
You're right.
Well, yeah, so Wisconsin's collection during the National Drug Take Back was second in the nation.
Oh.
They had over 60,000 pounds of unused or expired drugs.
Now, is that something that we're proud of?
I think you got to be proud of that.
I mean,
It means we're turning them in and they're
Yeah.
not hitting the street.
Right.
Or,
So I was looking at the national statistics, and the things we should be proud of is that we have the most participation of any law enforcement in the nation.
I wonder
'Cause
why.
The state of North Dakota and Arizona don't participate at all. They don't have any.
Oh, they just don't do it.
Yeah, yeah. And like Texas has 161 precincts or
Right
law
on,
enforcement that
yeah.
participate. We're at 270.
Wow.
So we're all in it to try to.
I'll
Interesting.
have to ask the Three Lakes police chief, like, maybe why that would be. Maybe did it start in Wisconsin, or I
I
wonder
don't
why
know.
we'd be so much more aggressive than other places with it.
Just really hate drugs here.
Pills, just the pills. Yeah, because I know Evers is still trying to legalize marijuana, right?
Yeah.
Yep, I think that's still.
Yeah. So take the pills back, but make the pot fine. That works for me.
Yep.
I just heard Karen come down, and
Yeah,
we know
I did
the
too.
new, we know the new Karen rules.
Yep. She better come on over.
I feel like the more Karen reads, the more
My
she
Karen by
develops
Karen
into
didn't
Karen.
print for some reason.
I didn't print those. Hopefully she has hers.
Can I see your Karen by Karen?
Yep.
So we were in Lebanon last week, where
Yep.
the pimps are.
Yep.
Okay,
yeah.
so
And we said that was over by
Yep.
Oconomowoc or something. or was
North
it-
of
northeast of Watertown too, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Watertown. Yep.
Okay, so Ixonia is just a hop, skip, and a jump from Lebanon.
Okay.
Okay.
And Pribno's Maple Inn is there, 4.5 stars, 167 reviews.
Okay.
This was a 2-star review, so it wasn't 1 star, but
Okay.
it was
Didn't
2
quite
stars.
hate it.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 stars.
Well, I hope
Karen-
they explain. Hope
Karen,
they explain why.
Take it away.
How did I end up here?
That's it.
That was it. That was it. That was it.
Now
That's it.
that.
Yep, that's it.
How did I end up here?
Yep, 2 stars. How did I end up here?
So-
does that mean like I'm really confused and I don't know how I ended up here legitimately, and I'm looking for help?
I think it's disappointed. Like, how did I end up here?
Yeah, like but no elaboration on like
Interesting.
bad service, food warm, food
On drugs?
cold. Yeah, I came on drug take back day.
Yeah, maybe really didn't know how they got there.
Yeah. Why would you
Interesting.
waste your time making a 2-star review that just says, "How did I end up here?"
I don't know.
Anyway, Pribno's 4.5 stars.
I'm not familiar with Ixonia. Is that how you would say it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ixonia.
Not familiar with them. Down in Jefferson County.
Yeah. Ixonia is a cool name.
It is.
Do they have a high school? What's their mascot?
I don't. That doesn't. They must be part of something else.
Yeah.
I'll look them up.
Ixonia. The Ixonia.
I don't think they got. I don't know.
Well, we know that Lebanon is the pimps.
The Lebanon Pimps. Yep.
Yep. What is Ixonia?
Do you think people from Ixonia get, like, annoyed with explaining to people how to pronounce the name
Am
of
I
the town all
saying
the
it
time?
wrong?
I don't
maybe?
know.
I don't know.
I'm stabbing.
But you know, most people that read that be like, "What? Now, what is this?" Exon. They try to pronounce it. And
Yeah. I think most people try to read it as a Roman numeral. I think it actually means like 1944.
Oh,
yeah, sure.
Interesting.
Sure.
Looks like they're part of the Oconomowoc.
Oh, so they go to a big school.
Yep, I think they're part of the Oconomowoc School District.
Well, since we had Karen in, do we bring in Eric and see if he'll eat anything this week?
Might as well.
Can
Now-
somebody summon Eric?
Well, he's got to give us a quote today too, and so he's got some work to do.
He's up and moving. He's on his way.
Takes him a while.
Now,
Yeah.
before we introduce the product that Eric
No,
may or
he's
may
doing
not
his
be
quote
trying,
He did buy a van also.
He did buy a van.
He
That's
did buy a
exactly
Oh
where I
yeah,
was
yeah,
going
yeah.
with this.
And I had predicted a dirt color, but it wasn't. He bought a maroon van.
Interesting.
Yep.
Maroon Chrysler Pacifica.
Yep.
Maroon 5.
You're a maroon. A nin cow poop.
Now, if you guys have another child, we can call you Maroon 5.
I'm done.
I like it.
I'm done.
Yeah, you say that,
No,
but I don't think you
don't
are.
ruin the name.
We'll find you
Maroon
one.
5. Well, throw the dog.
We'll
in.
drop one off at your door one of these days.
Is he close enough to his mic?
I jacked him up a little bit, so
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
You
you
think
now.
he didn't know how to talk
First
to
of
the mic
all,
after how many weeks of
this
I
is
know, right?
a quote Eric gave us. Do we have a year?
Oh, this would have been. This was his second
Another-
quote that I had on
another
the
early
list.
quote?
Yep,
This is
so
early, yeah.
6-7 years ago or so.
Okay. We got a new Eric quote today. Well, no, never mind. It's not a quote, but it's a new phrase that Eric we coined regarding Eric.
Yeah. Wonderful. So this is from, probably 7 years ago. I would make a great wife.
I don't even think you would.
No, you'd be an awful wife.
I do all the cooking at home, so
Oh,
I think that's what
You
it was.
do all the cooking and the drinking.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we have something here for you.
Oh,
we
geez.
got one of our faithful
Well,
listeners.
you have a couple things, or do you not want to do one?
Well, I have two if we want to do two.
Sure, I think it's still in the.
Would you be so kind as to go in the door of the fridge, please?
Yeah.
And you should be able to find
he
what
in
we
there
talked
that whole
about last
time?
week.
I think it's on the top shelf behind the Jolly Good.
In a baggie.
Oh no.
Yep. Okay, so last week I found a hard-boiled egg in the refrigerator that I was going to have you eat, but you didn't come. You didn't show up that day. It's been in there a while. It turned yellow.
This is not an Easter egg that was dyed yellow.
I don't know that I
That is
can-
natural coloration.
How old is this? How?
When was Easter?
I don't want to smell.
Oh, it's from Easter.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, really? That's really old.
The color is
I think
so
I think we start,
off-putting.
Eric, with you putting a price tag on what that
Yeah,
egg's
well,
gonna
okay,
cost.
yeah, that's how we do this.
Yeah.
What will it take for you to eat that? Hold on now. We have two items here.
Easter was 38 days ago.
Oh man.
I think but isn't that why you hard boil them? Don't they have a longer lifespan?
I mean, longer.
Maybe in the shell.
Okay, well, this is a peeled egg out of the shell. It's a pale yellow color. It's a 38-day-old egg.
When handled and stored properly, hard-boiled eggs stay fresh for about 1 week.
Oh.
And this is only assuming the eggs were made on Easter. I guarantee you they were made several
Literally
days
a
before
rotten egg.
Easter.
Yeah,
so
so
this
we're-
is
we're
a
looking at
40-plus
40,
day-old
yeah.
egg. So so we have two choices for you. Put a price on the egg.
Ooh, that color just. I mean, were you coloring the egg too?
The egg was in a white
That is all
shell.
natural.
That's all
The
natural
shit-
color.
Oh man. $250.
$250.
No, he didn't
Well,
specify.
apparently
That
Eric's
could
not
be
gonna eat the egg
$2.50.
$250.
Okay.
Okay. The second item we have is from a faithful listener down in southern Wisconsin named Ronnie Guttons. Ronnie went to an actual food store.
Yep.
Okay, this is a fresh find. It is not old.
Not
not
expired.
rotten.
It's
Not as local IKEA or
I'm
anything.
not going to show you what it is, but I'm going to tell you it's canned. It's a canned food.
Canned food.
Yep. And it's found on a store shelf.
Can we tell him it's where it originates?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's a canned food on a store shelf, and it's intended for humans. Okay, so it's not like a can of dog food. So
Oh, like the gravy train that Andy keeps
It's
trying
actually
to pawn off.
yeah,
at
It's a
me.
very popular snack.
just stop for a second, please. Okay.
yeah. I'm trying to get Eric on the gravy train, which
Yes.
is the 90-cent dog food
at the Dollar General.
at the Dollar General.
And he's refusing to eat dog food,
Yep.
which we'd all eat dog food. We agreed to that last week.
Yeah,
Yep.
we would.
The
Okay,
gravy
next-
train though.
Next week, I'm going to buy the chicken and bacon or the cheddar and bacon flavored dog treats.
Well, the cheddar and bacon will go good with our macaroni cheese and bacon
Yeah, it
bratwurst.
would.
We'll
Yeah, it
see
would.
which we'll compare.
Yeah.
I hope the bratwurst is better. Now, before I blew up at you a little bit, but I want to go back to this can of food. It's intended for human consumption.
Sure.
So I want to get that out there. Would you throw us a ballpark, knowing what you know now on? Like, you know it's for human consumption. It's canned and it's bought off of a store, a
Yep,
grocery store shelf.
Yep.
I don't know if I can give you a dollar amount without knowing what it is.
We'll let you modify it. We're not going to hold you to this amount, but just thinking that through, basically like that.
well, it has to be something with some shock value. So I'm gonna have to shoot high.
Right, until you see it.
Smart.
Probably $200.
Well, come on.
Make this like reasonable here.
Okay.
It's a
Let's-
grocery store
a
food
grocery
item.
store item.
Lean in a little bit.
$75.
Okay, $75. $75. That's
high.
That's $25 a piece.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
I
over
know.
budget.
that is okay.
Yeah. I don't think Rugged's going to kick in anything for
No.
this either.
No, it's gonna be out of our own pockets, I think.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if he modifies his.
I would like him to commit to a cheaper price before we show him because I really want to see this go down.
Well, I'm a little disappointed because it's
It's hard. It's hard to know though. I mean,
Okay.
it's hard to know a value based on.
It's of do you want to tell him where
Yeah, it's a popular snack food in Korea.
Huh. Interesting. Now that could be all over the place.
it's a popular snack food, meaning people enjoy it. It's like potato
It's
chips
like a
in America.
street snack where
It's-
like there's vendors that have these and then people will go
It's
around
like
and like
cotton candy or
Yeah.
cheese curds. It's like cheese curds in Wisconsin. It's a popular street snack.
it says that it's also dipped in soy sauce a lot.
Oh, it's like sushi. You love sushi.
Oh God, is it canned sushi? That'd be gross.
You love sushi.
Is it really?
Will you adjust your price based on what you know now, or are you going to stick with the 75?
I don't know. I still don't know what it is.
You're going to stick with 75. You're gonna stick with 75.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. There's multiple of them in a can, and they come served in soy sauce in the can. Will that help you adjust your price? They're packaged in soy sauce.
Andy, do you know what this is?
I do know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're packaged.
Have
in
you
soy
any of you
sauce.
ever had this before?
I have
No.
not.
No.
No.
Would any
But
of
to be
you
fair,
eat
I
it?
have not seen it
If
until.
you will adjust your price to something reasonable, I would consider eating one with you.
Ooh. Oh man.
Wow.
Think about this
That-
now.
Okay, oh man, this must be gross because it.
But he gets grossed out by a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
so
I
the
don't
fact
like
that you would
mayonnaise.
even.
That's-
So
yeah,
do
that's
that.
true, that's
so this
true.
can't be that gross. So I wouldn't even say I'd consider
50.
eating one with you.
All right.
$50.
Drop it
Okay,
down.
well I'm gonna show this because this is probably making for bad radio.
Yes.
It is a can of
His face.
silkworm pupa.
Which is larva.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. That's not what I was expecting. I knew it was gonna be something weird.
What
but
were you guessing?
He was probably
Well,
sticking around somewhere there on the sushi or something.
I was thinking
seafood
something
related.
seafood related.
Okay.
Or
Do
Do you
sushi.
want to
Okay.
do you want to pop the top on that for us?
I really don't want to
Please
smell
don't get any on me.
Yeah. So,
Open her up.
Do I have? How many do I have to eat?
Well, I'm not paying you $75, so apparently you don't have to eat any because you're a you're a in the mud.
I said 50.
I'm not paying you $50. You need to eat one just because that's the segment.
put it this way. I would be willing to put $5 in.
I'd throw $5 in.
Andy?
Oh, I'd match that. Yep.
Andy said he'd match
So that's
that. Do you have
$15 to eat
15?
3 silkworm pupa, one
I'd
for
eat
each
3?
of us.
Yes.
One for each of us.
Oh man.
I have things to serve it, Andy.
That smells.
No,
I don't
no,
wanna
no,
smell
no.
it.
Smells good. Do not get that
Oh
on.
god, this is a. I might have to drain it. Because yeah, I think
Gosh.
Go drain it.
yeah, I'm gonna drain that. Because otherwise, I think I'm gonna splash it.
Yeah, don't splash it on me, please. It's like acidic. Would you have rather eaten the rotten egg or the silkworm pupa?
Oh, geez. I think I'd rather eat the egg.
You'd eat the rotten egg over the silkworm pupa?
It just really grosses
What
me
about
out.
you, Andrew? If you had to, if you were forced with, we're gonna shoot you dead if you don't eat 5 silkworm pupa or the rotten egg.
I would probably stomach down the pupa.
Would you?
I think.
Did you see Eric's face when he peeled back the pupa lid?
Oh,
I just can't. I don't like bugs anyway, dead or alive. Is it icky? Is it bad?
Oh, you know what they are.
I don't want to look at it.
Oh man, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do that.
I can't.
That is.
so this
This
They
is a
look like
snack?
little walnuts.
This was
they look
some-
like little walnuts.
this was somebody's review.
I read this too. I have to.
Lightly fried in
stink.
oil, they're crispy, slightly fishy, with a buttery aftertaste.
buttery
A
aftertaste.
crunchy exterior reveals an interior with a taste and texture like a mashed potato.
Oh, just that whole. That
Really?
just-
Because this is another person's review.
Yeah.
There's initial crunch from the shell, which also releases whatever juices have permeated within
I
the
can't.
thing. And then a disgusting soft inside that feels exactly like you'd expect the inside of a bug to feel. That sensation sticks in the inside of your mouth, and even if it doesn't seem like it's the worst initially, will for certain make you lose your appetite later.
I'm doing it. I'm going in.
You're doing it.
I'm gonna do it.
No,
I'm gonna
don't.
do this for the good of the show. That's how that's the dedication I have to the Cheezehole that you guys don't
You gotta
have.
smell it though.
No, I'm
know,
not
I
gonna
don't.
smell
What does
it.
it smell like? It's bad?
I wish I had COVID right now.
It smells like piss.
Dude, this guy literally says it's covered in a urine-looking yellow brine.
Yeah, and it smells.
Will you tell me if he's
It smells.
exaggerating? Does it smell?
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
No, he's not exaggerating.
I won't smell it.
It's seriously. Yeah. It's.
Are you
proud of
seriously
you.
gonna
I'm
eat
proud
that?
of you, first of all.
All right, well, I might be backing out, but I feel like for the good of the show, Ronnie Gutton spent good money on that can. Who knows what he paid? What do you think? That's got to be $3 can
I would
of
think at
pupa.
least, yeah, at least.
$3 can of pupa.
I would imagine they're expensive. They're not flying off the shelf.
No,
Or maybe
You're-
maybe you got it on clearance.
you're not gonna do it.
I don't think I can. That smell is just. Ugh. The smell.
I want Tim to smell it.
No, I won't.
You have to
I
smell
won't.
it.
No, I won't.
You have to.
Nope.
Can you stab me one with the paring knife that we
You'd
bought
have
you
to
last
pay me to
week?
smell it. I'm
Did we
not.
bought your child last week?
Yes.
I do actually.
they're like-
I searched
Yeah,
for.
I can't even get it to go on a paring knife. It's not a good sign.
I searched for silkworm pupa price, and the first thing that came up was from Chewy.com, which is an animal website, and it says exotic nutrition silkworm pupae hedgehog treats.
Oh,
So these are also served to hedgehogs. You're not gonna eat
the
that.
The smell is what's getting me, and I can't do it.
No, you're right. This is a common street food in Korea. People love this stuff.
Is this a good is this like a good looking one out of most of them? Like, because it's got a weird end on it. Do they all have a weird end? You see how that end is like?
Wait, I have a
Yeah,
suggestion.
they're all super weird.
Maybe if Eric won't eat it by itself, will you put it on a brat next week?
Hold on now, hold on.
Or what about a saltine or a
If
piece of
Eric
bread?
doesn't eat it for money, but I eat it for free, isn't that like? Then shouldn't that be like Eric owes us one then?
Ooh.
Like it's like basically like
okay.
it's like a challenge where
Yeah.
like
Okay.
Yeah.
like if Eric's refusing to eat it for a dollar amount,
Yep. And one of us and one of
and
us says
any
we
of
will.
any
Yep.
of the three of us eat it, it
Yep.
turns into something
that he owes us. Yep. I
he
think,
owes us a free eat or like that he can't refuse. As long as it's a grocery store shelf item intended for humans.
This is not intended for humans. No way. It's hedgehog food.
I'm going in.
No,
Okay.
you're not. No, you're not.
I can't.
I don't know that I
I don't
can.
want to watch.
are you gagging already?
No, I can't even handle this.
I'm gonna eat it off of
Okay.
a paring knife.
Oh my gosh, he's doing it.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
I don't think anything's gonna get that out. Coffee, you're gonna need like.
I was honestly expecting a worse reaction though.
I heard it crunch.
Oh, did you?
I heard something.
It wasn't good.
Oh,
It
I'm
was.
grossed out.
It had like a saran wrap type shell that you could chew through, and then you immediately got to like almost like a sawdusty, like a fine sawdust inside, with a minor dirt taste to them.
Huh.
Honestly, it gave me the gag reflex like very minorly at first, just because your body isn't used to that taste and texture.
Sure.
But Eric is a in the mud because it wasn't that bad. $10 should have been more than enough to eat one of these. If you keep them, I'm gonna make them into a dip next week.
God.
Mix them with a little bit of sour
Make some
cream.
hummus.
Yeah.
Sign it over to Tim.
No, I
Yes.
seriously do not put that thing near me.
So I ate one. Eric owes us because Eric would not eat a pupa.
Just take a quick whiff, Tim.
No.
Just
Yeah,
real
just-
quick.
Just a quick whiff.
No.
It was not that bad. No.
Okay.
It didn't taste good by any means, but it wasn't gag worthy. Short of looking at them, they look worse than they taste.
I don't think people in Korea have taste buds or something.
Yeah.
I think
Well-
you're supposed to cook them.
Oh.
No way.
I mean, this says how do you eat canned silkworm, and
Eric,
it says
will
to
you
place
get-
in the oven and roast for 45 to 60 minutes.
What?
Yeah, you're supposed to cook 'em.
120 calories.
It doesn't say anything about instructions on.
Eric, will you fry up a couple of those while we're going on with the podcast? And I'll eat another one if you fry them up in butter. I'm being serious because I think they'd be better.
I would
fried.
rather, if I had to eat one, I'd be more inclined to eat one that
Will
was
you
fried up.
Will you fry
or
a couple of
cooked.
those up
Yeah.
in butter for us, Eric? You didn't answer the question. Would you eat the rotten egg or the?
I said the egg right away. That grosses me out to no end.
Okay. Will you fry? Are you going to answer me, or are you just going to read the label?
I'm just reading the label.
Will you please fry a couple of those up in butter for us?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Let's carry on. I'm glad.
didn't like that.
I took one for the team on that.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a little disappointed in Eric. You know, he was.
Yeah, he's supposed to
he's
be
our tough guy. Yeah.
He's our guy.
Yeah.
He walks around all tough, like his chest puffed out.
Yep.
And then, like, if you say something snarky to him, he like right away wants to fight. Yeah, but not today.
Good.
Parents allowed to sue Snapchat in deadly Walworth County crash. I have an opinion on this, but I would like you guys to tell us the story first.
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah. So there were the parents of two people that were killed in a high-speed crash in 2017 will be allowed to sue the makers of Snapchat for a filter that they believe led to their children's death. So what happened is 20-year-old and a 17-year-old were driving in a car and they were using the filter that Snapchat has that tells you your miles per hour. And they wanted to max that thing out, so they got their vehicle traveling up to, I believe it said 123 miles per hour.
Yep.
They left the road at 113 miles per hour, and then struck a tree. So that's how they were killed.
And Snapchat is to blame, they say.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I feel awful that this happened.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure.
But what the hell? You
Yeah.
know, it's like, when are you responsible for your own actions?
Right.
Right.
They say that their initial claim was that Snapchat would reward users by giving them like those little badges or trophies or whatever if you hit like triple digits on that filter, which wasn't true.
It wasn't true?
No, that's not true. But either way, even if it was, like you said, when are you responsible for your
Right.
own actions to
Yeah, it's
not
It's difficult for me to wrap my head around. I get it's Snapchat, but it's like, what happens when a little business is trying to do something and someone does something stupid? And, it's just like, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to sue Snapchat because it had an app that told you how fast you're going and you're trying to see how fast you go.
Max it
well,
out.
That your car does that too. It has a
Yeah,
speedometer.
right.
At any point, there's a little game on the front of the dash that says, this is how fast I'm going.
right.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah.
So do you also sue the car manufacturer because they told you how fast you're going and you wanted to see how fast?
An idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the ability to go to 130. Let's see if we can do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Good point. I like that point, Andrew. That's why I wanted you from day one as part of this podcast.
Right here. Yep.
Good thoughts.
And that's why we invited Tim later, because we needed a ladies' man.
Makes sense.
Well, it is irritating to me to see this type of stuff. It's like, oh, let's sue Snapchat for just our own negligence.
Yeah.
Gross negligence. I thought this was a really cool story that I came across because I think this could be I think every town should do this, and I think it would be really easy to do. This small Wisconsin town raised money so all its high school seniors can get a college scholarship.
Yeah. So this is a cool one.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
You think a town like Three Lakes has 2,000 people, so if 2,000 people donated $100, you have $200,000.
Yeah.
When you think of it in that type of term, not that everybody could give
Right.
$100, but it's how quickly you'd have these massive scholarship funds.
I will say, when I graduated high school, I was impressed with this local area and how many scholarships are available
Yeah,
to the
there
kids.
are. Yeah, there are.
I
It's
mean, we had
insane.
that whole program. We sat all night, and I mean, kids after kids after kids were getting
Thousands.
scholarship
Yeah,
and
true-
thousands. It was
true. Yep. True.
which is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's more of like a apply and selection process.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
Yep.
This was more like, if you want to go to college, the money is here.
Yeah.
And I think that, I don't want to say, I don't know, like, I think it's difficult to have to, clearly, like, the smarter kids or the more athletic kids always have a few more avenues. I like that this was opened up on a just like a more like, if you need it, you're going to get it.
I agree. No matter what you want to go into.
So can you tell us where this was, Andrew?
Well, this was in the Gresham School District.
Okay.
So not too far away, but that's Shawano County, I believe, down in that area. Let's see. The scholarship was available to all seniors as long as they planned to pursue a post-secondary education and they had at least a 2.0.
So, C average.
Yep.
And it's tough to get into college without that.
Yeah.
Was it open to like, what about like I suppose a C average, so you could go into a welding school or whatever.
Yep.
Eric is frying pupa.
Yeah, the sound behind me,
Yes.
it's kind of grossing me out a little bit.
Oh, they're popping, yeah.
Like popcorn.
They're like jumping up.
When the
Those aren't done yet. Fry them. You got. Turn
oh
it
my gosh,
down.
they're jumping. They're
Turn
jumping
the
o-
grill down.
They're popping up almost
When
to
they
the
pop,
ceiling. They
they
almost hit the ceiling.
Are they
that's
exploding?
like a 3-foot pop.
Exploded.
Do they?
It's grossing me out.
Now, are they exploding wide open?
Yep.
Oh. Are they crispy?
Not really.
Well, you
he
didn't. You
says.
fried them like you flash fried them. I don't even think you cooked them. No, I'll get it. All right. Well,
Okay, yeah.
carry on.
I was going to say that when the scholarship program thing started, they got about $400 per student, and now students get $3,250.
That's crazy.
and that's just for your first year, I assume, or does it recur?
I would imagine that's just a one-time deal.
So it gets you going.
Get you going. Yep. Buy your books
Yeah.
or a book.
Yeah, they started this. What did it say in 2001? And they've got like a fund of like $1 million now.
Yep.
Speaking of $1 million,
Oh,
somebody could use $1 million fund.
who dat?
How about Brett Favre? Did you see this?
Yeah. Well, I remember when the story came out about he
Yeah.
like faked a bunch of appearances and still collected the money from it, and then he owed that money back. And they had a story about him this week that he's back in the news for it because he still hasn't repaid $600,000 of it.
I looked up Brett Favre's net worth. Take a guess,
40 million?
Andy.
Oh gosh, I'm bad at this. I don't
Net
know.
worth $100 million. So he could pay it off.
Yeah,
he could afford it.
It's 1% of his net worth.
Probably has it in the back pocket of his Wranglers.
Now he
Nice.
does. Doesn't he do like a bad drug, meaning like an old person drug? What did I see him for?
Ben Gay or something?
No.
Icy Hot or
Yeah, no, it was an actual drug. It's like Propenza for irritable bowel syndrome, like Brett Favre has. His Wranglers had a little brown spot on him. Okay. Anyway, so what? I don't understand. What was the backstory again here? He didn't do appearances.
Yeah, he had a. Let me see if I can find it here.
Prilosec.
Is it Prilosec?
It's Prilosec.
Yeah.
Endorsements are Nike, Snapper, Remington, Sears, Prilosec, Sensodyne, MasterCard.
What is Prilosec? Heartburn?
I think so.
Is it?
Yeah. Wrangler, Bergstrom. Yeah.
The state auditor's office in Mississippi found that a nonprofit paid the retired NFL quarterback welfare money for speeches that he never gave. $1.1 million in welfare money.
What is welfare money? What do you mean, like actual, like the welfare fund?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
Get those things away from me.
Are you gonna eat one?
No.
What about Eric?
No.
Oh, that's gross.
They stink.
Andy, are you gonna eat one fried?
Fried in butter?
Probably not.
All right.
Jeff's going right in. He likes
Well,
them.
Yeah, he said he would. He's
I know.
a man of his word. I'm like,
He didn't fry them though. Like they're the same.
At least they'll be buttery.
He does all the cooking in his house, but he couldn't cook a pupa. Oh, I'm the woman of the house because I fry the pupa. It's like
are they
they're much better in butter.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I can't see him getting worse.
Still bad, though?
I'm not gonna lie, the innards of them give you the gag.
I don't. Oh my gosh. The thought of it is giving me the gags.
They taste like a bug on the inside. I did gag there,
Yeah.
but if I wanted to always be on Survivor, so I feel like this is training.
Sure.
That's a good way to look at
They
it.
taste like bug crap on the inside, just like you'd expect. I can't believe I ate that.
Kind of down the cheese hole here a little bit.
Sure.
Speaking of Wisconsin sports figures, Jordan Zimmerman retired today.
I
officially.
saw that, yeah.
Yep.
Jordan Zimmerman.
He pitched for Stevens Point and then got drafted by the Nationals, 12 years ago?
He's one of Eric's best friends. Eric talks about him all the time.
For real?
Something like that.
Is it an
He
imaginary
went
friend?
to Stevens Point.
he pitched
Yeah, but
for
Eric
Point.
didn't. Eric went to DC Everest, so Eric's an imaginary friend.
That's where he went to
But
college.
he threw, he
Oh.
pitched for Point, and then he threw the Washington Nationals' first no-hitter of their.
Yeah, now that you say that, I remember.
My dad actually worked with his grandpa in the mill in Rapids. We have a signed rookie card of his.
Oh,
Yeah, kind of
Nice.
cool. So, and he finished his career with the Brewers this year.
Yeah.
He didn't do much, but
Yeah.
he retired officially.
as a brewer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he
How does
was a
how
brewer.
does Eric claim a relationship with him? I don't want Eric to tell us. I want you to tell us.
I don't remember. It was they had a class together.
Yeah,
or-
right. Exactly. They had biology together.
Here he comes.
He's
he can't
coming back
stand it.
over. Yeah.
I don't
He's
want him
got
to
to
come
talk about
over.
his friend.
I don't want him to come back over.
If he comes over here, he has to eat a pupa.
Yeah, if you come back, you're eating a pupa. Otherwise, go away. Go away. Turn his mic off.
How do you know this famous
Turn his
baseball?
mic off.
Oh,
Fine, turn it on.
how do you know this famous baseball player? You have in 10 words or less.
We lived in the same floor in the dorms freshman year.
Did you ever speak words to him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a beer with him?
Probably not.
Did he ever strike you out?
Probably when Eric was hitting on him.
So we're looking for guests for this podcast, and you can't reach out to him and get him.
I wouldn't have talked to him for
Oh, so now the truth
Yeah.
comes out.
Hey,
Now.
Jordan, long time no see.
Yeah, right. Remember me?
Yeah.
Remember me? They called me weed.
Would you be willing to eat a pupa?
ask him.
Yeah. Okay, I'm turning the mic
There
off
you go.
now.
Yeah.
Bye, Eric.
Bye.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean,
yeah.
kind of a neat figure from Wisconsin. Had a heck of a major league career.
What is that like? Isn't there like a thing? It's like bye Sheila, or what is it? Bye
Felicia.
Bye,
Bye
Felicia.
Felicia.
Yeah.
That's Eric.
Sheila.
Bye Felicia.
So this is Australia.
I don't know.
That's what Karens say.
I don't know.
Bye, Sheila.
There's a contest going on to name a peregrine falcon.
Yeah, it ends today.
What would be your name for a peregrine falcon?
I voted. I voted for.
Oh, the names are.
Yeah, you can still vote. I voted.
Oh, but the names are already decided. You
Yeah,
have to vote
there's
on.
a list. And
So can you go through a few of your favorites? Because there's about a dozen or 15 of them there.
yeah.
What did you vote for?
I vote. So on this, I mean, they have the name, and then they have why they picked the name. So like one of the names is Keanu.
Like Keanu Reeves?
In honor of all the bus drivers who have gotten us to our destination safely, much like Keanu Reeves' character in the movie Speed.
Yeah, I
Nice.
knew that's where they were
Nice.
going.
So the hugs in honor of parents, guardians, and caregivers who balance more tasks than ever before and still manage to give us the best hugs. So I voted for hugs because I thought that was funny. Hugs the Falcon.
Cheers in honor of restaurant and bar workers.
Okay.
Yep. So right now the top vote getters are, with thousands of vote casts, are Beaker, which says, where's that one?
In honor of scientists.
In honor of scientists to research breakthroughs to help us keep us informed and safe. And the other top one is Fauci, which I'm not in favor of. In honor of all the doctors, nurses, and healthcare workers. No, it's named after one person, so it's not in honor of all of them.
Yeah,
It's in honor of that guy.
I like how they put that angle on it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They could have picked a better word.
They could have, nursing.
We're not naming a Falcon Fauci.
Or Doc. Doc would have been a good name for a Falcon.
Yep.
Yeah.
DOC.
So there's still time to vote, but not much.
Well, since we're talking about like a contest, there's a shake of the day at a bar in Wisconsin.
Yep.
And the dude got busted for doing shake of the day.
Yeah.
Because it falls under gambling or what?
Every
Yeah.
single bar in Wisconsin has a shake of the day.
Yeah. He pleaded
So-
guilty to felony and misdemeanor illegal gambling charges.
Why did they go after
Jeepers.
this guy? There has
Jeepers.
to be more to this story.
Did you hear how much money was seized in this, though? This
No.
had to be a really tough shake of the day because the district attorney's office seized $31,744.75.
Was the shake of the day jackpot?
I
I thought
guessing
shake
so.
of the day was always the same rules.
Oh, no, it can vary by bar.
Yep.
Oh,
This was-
really?
this was at-
like you have to shake a Yahtzee in one
Yeah,
thing or something?
you can pick whatever you want. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This was at Big T's Saloon in Eau Claire.
So was it just the size of the pot and somebody got mad because nobody ever won it, so somebody turned him in?
Not sure.
I don't know.
I don't care how much the pot was. There's a shake of the day at every single bar in Wisconsin, period.
Absolutely.
Period.
Yep.
So what happened to the $31,744.75?
Well, under Wisconsin law,
They spent it on pupa.
Bad investment, I think.
under Wisconsin law, money forfeited relating to crimes can be deposited into the state's school fund.
So it's going
Fine.
to schools. Going to schools.
Fine. That's supposed to make us feel better about my inability to now gamble at local taverns?
You shake away, man.
It should have gone to like Gamblers Anonymous. Right?
Yeah, that would have made sense.
Yes.
I think you should go back in the pot.
Yeah, I think you should roll
Personally,
over to
yeah.
all the
Roll
they should
over, yep.
split it to all the other little bars that are still trying to. Did this guy have a quote or anything? Did he say anything like, "This is effing BS," and or is he just like, "Oh, okay, yep, guilty"?
Yeah, not in this article that I'm reading.
No.
Well, that's all I got in the news. But there are a few events, and Andrew, you're our event guy.
Sure.
I mean, you brought us Mom Fest, so what else
Which
do you
was a
have
hit.
for us?
Well, we're
Yeah.
not going to top that. But at the Racine Zoo this weekend, on Saturday, May 15th, there is the Bloody Mary Fest. So the best part of Mom
the
Fest.
zoo?
At the zoo,
So
yes.
you can have Bloody Marys and look at animals.
Yeah, and listen
cool.
to some music and look at the beautiful lakefront and throw things at the animals. Yep.
Can I pause you for 1
Sure.
second? I went to our local Chamber of Commerce either last week or the week before.
Yep.
And I pitched Rhubarb Fest.
Yes.
Oh.
And
They went, "Oh, that's a good idea,"
Yeah.
but it didn't seem very genuine. I don't think they're going to roll with it.
Yep. So this is 11
do
to
we
2.
just do our own?
I would like
oh.
to pile it onto. There's a local guy and his wife I know who run a marathon, who put on a marathon, and I'm going to use some leverage in said marathon to see if I can roll Rhubarb Fest doing it. But it's the wrong time of the year because rhubarb should be now.
I really want to see a down the Cheezehole Curd Fest.
I know. Curd Fest would be so awesome too.
Yep.
They'd really put us on the map.
And this Bloody Mary Fest is presented by Leap Vodka, which we just talked about last.
really?
Yep.
Good for Leroy. I
cool.
gotta grab us. Whoa. I want to do the 12-inch hole thing that you said. I re-listened
Oh,
to
yeah.
an episode, and Tim told us he could crawl through a 12-inch hole.
I said I would try.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have a tape measure upstairs on my desk, and after that podcast, I took the tape measure and looked at 12 inches. It's quite small. Yeah, very small.
He's going to work on it right now. There's also the Team World Horseshoe Tournament
Cool.
this weekend in Beloit.
Okay, so the southern part of the state is rocking with festivals right now.
Yeah, because it's at least getting a little warmer down there.
Well, horseshoes like an inherently Wisconsin thing, or is that nationwide?
Haven't we talked about this?
Horseshoes? I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know.
Not
Maybe?
horseshoes, no. I think that's a nationwide. I would assume it came from
Everywhere.
another country.
So, yeah, probably Texas. Well, the only reason I ask is because we have a lot of horseshoe tavern leagues up.
Yes, there are. Yep. Yep. And then the other thing is the 2021 Morel Fest for the morel mushrooms.
Oh, cool.
And down in, and I'm not familiar with this place, Muskota. Do you guys know where Muskota is?
Muskota.
Yeah,
I
down
don't.
by
I'm gonna
Dodgeville,
look.
Mineral Point, Boscobel, that kind of
So southern again.
southern end. Yep, yep. Closer to the border down there. Both borders actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, coming. And
Now,
I don't know if they search for them or they just eat them.
yeah, have you guys found? Do you guys ever look for morel mushrooms? You find them
No,
up here
I've
at
never.
No, I typically only go hunting for pupa. I find
Sure.
them delicious fried in butter.
all? Yeah, when properly fried.
Yeah.
Did you know that the turkeys eat the morels, and it's a thing now where people are getting PO'd at the turkeys?
Oh,
Really?
no.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know people that do hunt them up here in the
Really?
woods. Yeah.
Turkeys or morels?
Both.
Both.
But yeah, I used to find them all the time in the southern part of the state. Well, not all the time, but more regularly. And I've never really spent time looking up here, but I plan to this year. I'd like
Isn't
to.
there like a morel that fakes you out, like a poisonous one that, or are morels easily identifiable?
I don't know.
Morels are pretty easily identifiable.
I know what they look like in my head, but I thought there was like the angel of death mushroom or something that's like looks like a morel. Am I wrong?
I think like there is one called a false morel, but it if you have any bit of decent eyesight, you can tell them apart pretty easily.
I'd mess that up. Can I see the false morel?
This little like nasty warty looking thing compared to that. Good.
That looks like a morel
Bad.
that had been in a refrigerator since Easter. That false morel.
The Muskota Morel Fest offers family fun for everybody. Bounce house, arts and career fair, flea market, a chainsaw carving show, a steak feed, pedal tractor pulls, and all sorts of mushrooms for sale.
It's quite the event.
Pedal tractor pulls?
Oh, you don't know about that?
No.
No, it's like, you know what a tractor pull is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I know what a pedal tractor is too.
It's exactly how it sounds. It's kids.
Are they adults?
It's,
Oh, they're
no,
kids.
it's kids. Yeah,
Okay.
kids get on a pedal
Flintstone
tractor
style.
and they start pedaling, and further they go, the heavier it gets. And they
These
see
are
if-
great events, and it irritates
That's
me that we
awesome.
don't have good stuff. Yeah.
Our town had a pedal tractor pull. And, and we had a sawdust pile where the fire department comes and drops a big pile of sawdust in the middle of the street, and kids look for money in it. What the heck? Yep. Yeah, we had the pedal tractor pull, and we had a cakewalk and all sorts of weird
We
things.
should do like an up north winter version, like a snowmobile pole or something cool.
Yeah. There are no such. Is there no such thing as a snowmobile?
I don't
pole?
know, but there ought to be.
Yeah, there should be for
that.
sure.
Ooh, okay.
That would be difficult though, because snowmobiles have like no traction.
That's what
and
makes it
stuff.
fun.
Yeah.
I mean, so it'd just be like you'd hook up to the weight and just like give her Billy and
sit
everything.
on
You'd have people modding those things out.
Well, that's the whole
get
point.
somewhere,
Yeah, they get modded out.
I don't hate that idea. It should be part of Junker Sled,
Should be.
Yeah.
I agree.
Junker Pole. This box measures 12 and a quarter by 12 and a quarter. How can we get this on
Really?
camera of him trying to climb through it? It's probably gonna have to do it on the ground.
I don't.
Don't no.
I'll
You
do
said you were gonna do it.
I mean,
I
yeah,
think
I'll
Andy
try.
will fit. So the reason we're doing this is because that guy crawled through the back window. How are we? I want this on camera though. You gotta put it on the table and crawl through it.
It's this part?
It's 12 and a quarter by 12 and a quarter. Yeah, you gotta crawl through that.
Well, I'm just going to kind of...
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
on camera there, right there?
Yeah. But see, now
But
that's
it's
not 12
on
and
a
a quarter. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you got it. now- Yeah. See, it's out of square though now.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure about that.
See, that guy
Yeah.
must have been very narrow through the shoulders.
Very flexible.
Because you
Well, if you go like
Yeah,
this way,
you fit through it,
Yep.
but you didn't fit through it if it were stiff.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead, give it a try, Tim.
here, why don't you keep it square and try to fit it over?
I don't think you can keep it square. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, it's close. I think he'd make it.
Pull that thing.
I think on meth he would have made it for sure.
I'm through.
No, you're not.
No,
You're
yeah.
not through.
I leave him like that now.
You're not through. I don't think I could get that over my head. It's much less my shoulders. You look at those woman hips barely made it through there on you. Did you see that?
Yep.
He's got childbearing hips. I know someone else who wouldn't fit through there. Eric, but he didn't eat the pupa, so maybe yeah. I wouldn't fit through there. Eric wouldn't fit through there. Well, that's all I got.
Yep.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.